We are in the middle of the construction of the SpaceShip-Two-ish, and we're building this rocket from plans, which means we don't have any pre-cut parts. So in this episode, we're going to cut the tubes that go here on these side pods for the slots for the through-the-wall fins. So stay tuned for that.
Welcome to Advanced Construction Videos, where we show you how to tackle rocketry, building techniques, and more. On our website, we sell kits, motors, building supplies, and electronics. So come and learn, shop, build, and fly when you visit us at apogeerockets.com.
In this video, we're going to cut and slot the outer tubes on the SpaceShip-Two-ish. You're going to find the tube template right here, and first we need to cut this out. And we're also going to cut out these little boxes here because these are going to be the slots, where the slots go. So go ahead and cut this out, and then we'll be right back. Okay, I got that cut out. Our next step is we need to cut this in half, and this is 18 inches long. Okay, so I'm going to mark this tube right in the middle at 9 inches. Okay, so this is where we're going to cut. If you have one of these Estes tools, these are nice. This allows you to get a nice straight edge real quick. These only come in certain sizes, but this is a BT55, so this would work. So line up that mark with one of the rings, and then what you do is you squeeze them together, and that tightens them down. That locks them in place so they can't slide. And then you'll just take your knife and just go around the tube a number of times to cut it. If you don't have one of those, and I'll show you the alternate method of doing this, is to take a strip of paper, and you can see I just cut it from the same piece of paper that I cut my template from. One edge is straight, one edge is not. And I specifically cut it so you can see that it's not straight. But we want to take that and we want to wrap it around the tube and get a piece of masking tape. You get two pieces. First, we want to wrap it around so that we get the straight edge aligned. So, make sure that this is aligned right there and pull it tight. And then go around as many times as you can. Again, make sure that you get that nice straight edge there. And I'm going to take a tape and tape that down. Now I can still slide it along the tube, and I want to slide that edge right up to there. And if your tape's not overlapping like that, just take another piece and make sure you got it locked in place. So now it can't move. And now we're going to cut it, and we want to go slow and light pressure so that we follow that edge. And I'm just lightly putting the edge of the blade up against the paper. Don't want to cut into the paper, but I want to use it as a guide to guide my cut. You can see I'm just kind of rotating the tube with these fingers over here. And like before, I always put my finger right close to that blade on the side so that blade doesn't have a chance to bend back and forth and wobble. So I've gone around 2 times already, and now I'm going through on the 3rd pass. And that's a pretty good cut. Okay, just like that. And if you want to take a sanding tee and some sandpaper You can clean up this end that we cut. That looks just about perfect. Okay, now we're going to take this and some masking tape. I think I might want 2 pieces. Okay, so this, you'll see it has, here's the aft end of the tube. So I'm going to put an A for the aft end. And we're going to wrap it around. And again, we want those edges to line up. Pull it as tight as you can. The tape there. Okay, you see those arrows, they line up? That's good. All right, so now this slot right here, I'm going to put a piece of tape. I'll put it on each side of that slot. You can see that it wants to pucker up. I want to lock that down. Okay, so now I'll take my pencil and go around that slot. And this one here. And then this one right here. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of slide this, try to slide the tube out just a little bit. Make sure that it doesn't rotate it. And then there's lines here. I want to mark those just in case that I need them. There's one there, one there, one there, and then there's 2 of them right here. Okay, we're next going to need an angle. So I'm going to slide this off. We're going to do the same thing for the other tube here. Let's see if we can get it on. Oh, perfect. Okay, so we're going to do the identical thing to this tube here. Next, we want to cut out these slots. And so this time, I'm going to use an aluminum angle. You can also use your sanding tee because it's got a built-in angle in there. I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to cut these slots out. Actually, what I wanted to do on this one slot here, before I cut it out, I want to extend the lines. It's a little easier to draw lines on the tube when it doesn't have slots in there. Oops, I missed on that one. Okay. So I started cutting this one here. So you can see the way I'm holding it, I'm locking it up against this channel so that it doesn't slide around. And then to get into the corners, you have to turn the knife around. Okay, so this one, be able to see my corners, I'm going to turn it around. Okay, and then we're going to have to freehand this one right here. And it's okay to freehand it because this is going to be one of the fin tabs. So it's going to get covered up by the fin, and if anything shows, we'll put a fillet over the top of it to seal it up. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and do these other slots, and in the next video, this tube will be done. And we'll go on to the big tube. And basically, the big tube is the same, except we got to do a little trick using this template. But I'll show you that in the next video.